Hey, it's Jay, and welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom. Last time, we did a lot of work in the underground beneath Hebra and Tabantha. I put down a few more markers for other locations where there are some of those freaking, what are they called? Potential feathered. But I think actually before we go and do that, nah, this is close enough to a warp anyway. I think we'll do that later. We're going to go up and we're going to do these because there is a YIGA camp that we missed up here, and then also I completely forgot to even mark it last time. There's a Hinox all the way up here that I think that we haven't done yet, and so I think we'll go for those two to warm up. I suppose might be the smart thing to do. We ended last time killing Queen Gibdo again, which was pretty cool. There is still one more Gibdo somewhere on the map. I can't quite remember where. But actually, yeah. I think it's two more Goma, one more Gibdo is all that's left for the boss fight rematches. Which we might like kill some of the other ones like a couple more times just because, but it feels good to be back over 1,000 Zonite. We haven't even been here that long, and we already got back up, so it's pretty cool. I think it'd be smart to go for the Hinox first, even though fighting a boss first thing in the morning is like it's a bit rough, you know. Might not be the smartest decision ever, but I think it would be smartest to go for this guy first because he's in the high ground and closer to the warp. I have also marked out the locations where the Gerudo swords and spears are, and I did a little bit of a smarter thing this time. I used the cooking pots for the spears instead of the weapons, just because that's a symbol that I'm like never going to use anywhere else. So I might as well give each weapon a different symbol so I can just clear them all out after we've visited them and tested them. So I guess up there must be where he is. Actually, very high up. Although there is that tree over there. Ooh, we can also stop by this. This is just a spear. I did see this one on the map. And yeah, it is just another burrito spear. But we'll ditch it anyway in case we can get something cool spawning here later. Wait a minute. That wasn't... Oh! Oh ho ho! Royal Halberd Plus. Oh, I nearly just completely skipped over that. The spear is issued to knights who guarded Hyrule's castle throne room. It yields a powerful flurry rush during a perfect dodge. And that's not Royal Guard, that's just Royal. Yeah. Sweet. Well, that's another one we've gotten done then. Is there anything I want to ditch for that? I mean, the Boomerang Star isn't super good. Damn. I think, no, I've never used boomerangs. I should use the boomerang. I should at least, like, experiment with it and have some fun with it before we ditch it. Yeah, that's the reason where, like, even if we do have, like, the thing there, we should still, like, ditch it because there can be multiple types of spawns in these. The one that I think is kind of hard to get are the Royal Guard ones. Both because we haven't, like, broken, like, basically, like, any of the Royal Guard stuff yet, but then also just because there aren't that many locations where they can spawn, and so it can be a bit tricky to get them. Yeah, I guess I should probably go up this. I think this would be a little bit quicker. Perhaps? Oh. Wow, that's actually too high up for me. Puff stream, then I'll take it. Oh, I was totally out of that. I was totally out of that gloom. One interesting thing that I actually learned is apparently in the original game, Malice was actually like a sort of like 3D model, like placed like over portions of the world. Whereas in this game, gloom is just a texture that they just cover portions of the world with. What the hell was that cut? No, they just cover portions of the world with to like save on like resources. Which I guess there's so much of it down here in the depths. I guess that does make sense, but it's still kind of weird that like. Even though they are visually very similar and functionally very similar, they're just handled from a purely game perspective in entirely different ways. I think that is a Black Hinox, which we melted these guys with a Master Sword previously, but I think I've only got like 2 or 3 hits left on the Master Sword. So I don't exactly know what we're going to use to fight this guy. I mean, even just bow shots would be fine. Yeah. Got him to half health at least. That's something. What should we do next? I guess maybe this sledge. It's one of the shittier sledges we've got. Oh, and it's about to break too. Oh, sweet. Oh, well, if that freaking thing didn't despawn, we can go pick it up now. I think it probably did despawn, though. Alright, Black Hinox down. Alright, and we'll actually go ahead and we'll drop back down and see if that halberd despawned or not. Because we're not that far away from it. It might still be down there on the floor. It is, okay. So we're going to actually ditch that sword I just picked up for this instead. Because I think that higher attack speed and slightly higher damage, theoretically, but also like much higher durability. Yeah, I think that's a much better weapon. And we can also replace the sledge we just spent on that guy. So that's quite good. Okay, it's barely any distance. I think that warping back to the the shrine's like right there. It would take the same time to like fly over to it as it would to like warp to it. So we're just gonna go. Is that a moblin? Stall moblin? That they're actually like a bone pile and not just coming out of the ground. That's interesting. I guess we'll probably actually climb up here because this looks a bit like easier to climb. Did Stall moblin wake up? What's attacking me? He did. Or maybe a new one came out of the ground nearby him. I don't know. Apparently Dazzle Fruits can like one-shot the stall monsters, and I should have been doing that for that whole like Sun Pumpkin quest line. I did not know that. I knew it stunned monsters. I didn't know that that was enough to kill the stalls, though. That might be a good tip to like save durability in the future. Although I don't actually have that much Dazzle Fruit. It's weird. I only have like 30 Dazzle Fruit. I can't even remember where you get Dazzle Fruit. I think it's one of the Sky Island plants, but I'm not positive. There must be a region that like drops like an increased like amount of them. Okay, I see the YIGA camp. It's right over there. I know I didn't really, when we were doing the Koroks, I didn't really go back and clean up stuff that I missed for the Koroks, just because I know there's going to be so many of them that I might as well like wait and hit a bunch of them at the same time. But for here in the depths, I think like it's a little bit more important to like fully clean out of zone, or at least mostly clean out of zone. All right, well at least this one's an obvious guy. That one was so well hidden. Props to that guy, the guy that concealed himself to make sure the treasure stays safe. What a smarty. Smarty petardy. That's not a phrase. That's not something people say. Ooh. I like the little sloping on the YIGA cars. How did they actually pull that off? Because I just assumed that these were platforms stuck together. I think they are actually. Yeah, it's just like kind of like a YIGA texture. But look, now like I think that front is like a custom chassis sort of thing, with the logs strapped together in like different sizes. I don't know if you can actually get that to build your own things. I mean, I guess you could like, yeah, you can like grab it. Can you shake these things apart? You can't. So I don't know if that really counts for like auto build or anything, but it is a thing. I'm actually going to break these crates because we are starting to run low on arrows. We were like well over 300 not long ago, and we've gotten like back down to basically 200. So I'm hoping to get bright bloom seeds. That doesn't really help much, does it? Okay, bananas. Nice. We'll look at the treasure first. Okay, what's in it? 20 crystallized charges? Hell yes. And YIGA schematic. Let's go. Excavator. Ooh. I don't know how useful that's actually going to be, because we already did the like tunnels underneath Hyrule Castle, and even those might be too small to fit that. But that's kind of a funky design at the very least. Oh, there's 2 notes here. Usually there's only 1. It seems that the monsters in this place do not sleep. While exploring, we had no choice but to set up camp near a nest of monsters. We waited for them to sleep to mount an attack, but it was in vain. We kept watch for 3 days and nights. No sleep. Glory to Master Koga. P.S. The sleeping one-eyed giant was an exception. Perhaps it was just very lazy. A secret hot spring was recently located in a valley in the Hebra Mountains. I found that curious, given most are in Eldon. However, upon being dispatched to this area, I discovered the spring's source, a waterfall of flowing lava in the depths. Put plainly, this is a confirmation of a connection between the depths and the surface. Where else might these connections be? Maybe there's more to discover in this place than I initially thought. Glory to Master Koga. Huh. That is an interesting one. I would have never noticed that, because there were random lava patches all over, well outside of Eldon, and I didn't really think much of them, but that's kind of cool. That there's even more connections than I picked up on. Got the big old gloom vine right above this one. Not the best spot to set up camp, but I guess big one there too. Beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, this is just right in the corner of a big ass main. It kind of points towards Hyrule Castle. Apparently that's the deal. Apparently all of these run back to his tree, based on their actual placement and shit, which is kind of cool. I actually wonder if yeah, it does curve back underneath itself. Okay, because I didn't know if maybe Ganon's final chamber went under Lookout Landing or something more like that. I'm not entirely sure where it is on the map. I wasn't paying attention for the fight. Okay, I mean, there are some new Rito swords that we could check out here, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. I kind of want to get more into deeper boss layers. But where would be a smart place to start? I don't know. I guess we've got 2 places with potential Gerudo spears here. Oh, right. Oh, wait, no, I am allowed to place my pin markers, though, so that's fine. I used up all of my markers trying to mark up Koroks on the surface, which is a little bit doofy, but theoretically, I should have 300 pins. I'm using them from other shit than Korok, so we don't actually have that much, but theoretically, I should have 300 pins. And we've got 400-ish Koroks left to go. So, somewhere between 300 and 400 left to go. So, theoretically, I should be pretty good on that front. Alright. So we're saying Mineru's still got her Gibdo shield, but of course we ended giving her that Gibdo shield. Of course she hasn't been in any fights to spend it. Oh yeah, look, these mushrooms. Yeah, the mushrooms with the more bulby top are more like a green than the full mushrooms. Huh. So little things like that I'd never pick up on or notice. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get one right away here. Oh, it looks a bit gold from this distance. That's promising. Hell yeah, first try. The Gerudo Claymore. Only the most talented Gerudo sword fighters can carry this two-handed sword. Attaching a material greatly enhances the material's power, but doesn't add as much durability. Do I want that? I think I'm probably good. Yeah, we're probably fine for now. I think I will move it, though, to reset the spawn. And that does mean that all of these swords I can just get rid of. First try, very successful. I mean, I'm sure some of these would be nice to go through and clear out anyway to ensure new spawns, but also if we haven't loaded them in yet at all, then we could theoretically get Royal Gear or something if we visited them later, you know? That one is actually another potential Feathered Edge, which I guess we could check out here pretty quick. All right, I think we'll loop up for that guy. That guy's probably a Franx, which might be a bit tricky. I can't remember what this one was at all. And I think that this is the next Goma rematch, which explains why I thought that we had hit a Goma before, but it was Gibdo, because it had a Gibdo and a Goma right next to each other. And also, these two Gibdo are very close to each other. It might be worth taking a look at the map sometime and figuring out how close all the boss fights are, because 2 of those Muktaroks were very close, but then one of them was way up here. And those 2 Colgaras are very close, but then one of them was way down here. And so I don't know if it's there's 2 under their original region and then 1 nowhere close to their region or something like that. That makes sense to me. That would be a fine way to distribute things, but I don't know if that is how the game ended up doing it. And hopefully, we'll spend enough time on this Franx and this Talos that the Master Sword will be charged before Goma. Fingers crossed there. I should probably put on a slightly better weapon for Franx. I think you probably. Who knows, maybe this is like a regular Franx. I don't know how many regulars are left, because I don't know, because like for the Hinoxes in the original game, even though there were multiple tiers of Hinox, they did not scale. At least as far as I know, every Hinox remained the same type of Hinox every time you saw it. But for like the blue light Franxes, we didn't fight the Franxes for like the longest time, and then when we did, basically every single one was Obsidian or blue white. We barely countered any of the originals, and so I don't know if they do scale. I doubt it, but maybe. There's also like most of the Flux contracts we fought on the service were Flux contracts 3s, which would be weird that there'd be that high of a distribution of them. But what do I know? Alright. I should probably heal up too, but I don't really feel like doing that. My thumb is killing me. My thumb is really bothering me, and I don't know why. This tree's probably too far away to get much use out of it. But also, there's not many vantage points to approach this guy that I see. He's not spawned in yet, which I suppose is good for me. It is weird how, like, for how big these guys are, how, like, close you have to get for them to actually spawn in, right? That's a little strange. Okay, there he is. With how far the Flux contracts, like, spawn in, I find it weird, like, how far away these guys are from, like, anything. It is just an Obsidian, though, so we should be pretty good here. I have no idea how many Franks are left for us to kill. I stopped counting them. But I think we killed, like, 5... I think we killed 6 last night. And killed 1 the night before. And so we should be down to 15 left, I think? Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how many we have left to go. I might be wrong. In fact, there's a pretty high chance that I am. Ooh, he's coming straight for me. Oh, that was an overhang. That was risky. Could have very easily just fallen to my death there. He noticed me, so he shouldn't fling me, or he should fling me off off his back if I don't this time. My second shot was a waste because it already hit him. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit. He threw me off as he died. They don't normally do that. Just when I thought I was starting to understand the mechanics, another one comes and completely fucks me up. Alright. One of them went... Oh, Jesus. Some of them really fly. Sometimes they just go super far, and I don't know why. Ooh, another large. Very nice. Because we do need a decent amount of those. Okay. It might be quicker to warp to that middle light route and glide down, but I'm not sure if it would be. Where are my froxes? Obsidian frox down. Actually, maybe we killed 7 last night. I don't know. We've got at least 14. We got somewhere under 14 left. I think would be the best way to put things. We have less than 14 froxes to kill, and we'll get them all eventually. I would love to turn in all of the bosses at the same time. It's just that, like, I'm pretty sure there are some that we've missed. There's a few that I haven't even marked off on Zelda Dungeon just because, like, I think that we got them, but I'm not, like, 100% positive. And so I think I'd rather get all the ones that I know we haven't done before I go back to, like, one that we've already had done, you know? I think that would be smart. Okay, yeah, I think it probably would have been faster just to warp now that I'm in the air. All right, can we maybe get a Talos question mark? Perhaps Talos, please. Little Tal bud. Still further down, actually. Ooh. Yeah, it is a Talos, and it's a luminous one too. Okay. What should we use for you? I guess we'll use this slightly shittier sledge, maybe. And did we? Yeah, we did end up breaking that one hammer. It occurred to me last night that, like, I think I used my pristine 8-volt long blade to make a Talos hammer. But those are actually very hard to come by. Apparently, it is not only that quest line. There are other places that you can get them. But, like, outside that quest line, they are, like, very rare. Didn't even get a chance to attack me, the bastard. And we're actually going to go down to that mine, because I saw some good shit in that mine. Lots of amber from Luna Stone one. So yeah, I don't know if they've changed the Talos drops or not. But they feel different than I remember them being. And so I'm just going to assume that they did. This should be pretty good. 39, not amazing, but it is pretty good. And then even though we have, like, no real reason to, I would like to go check out this mine, because I see a couple of grand pose down here. I don't know if we've been here or not. It doesn't look familiar. I mean, this whole zone I don't think we've really been to at all. The Bloopy Burrow. Is this underneath Mount Satori, right? It is. Oh, and there are bloopies here. There's one back there. They have, like, a whole, like, nest thing going on. You know what? I'm gonna put on my bloody stealth set so I don't scare them off. Lots of pose around here. I just assumed that was, like, a mistake, that there was 2 grand pose next to each other, but that might have been intentional. Oh, hello. Oh my god, it's a cherry block! What? This is just a regular ass tree. Dude. Awesome. Underneath Satori Mountain, Satori just got his own little lake. Okay, so I saw Bloopy in that hole. Is there gonna be, like, another Satori statue down here? Ah, shit. I was going to get, like, a bit of a better shot of him, but... Oh! Yeah. That was almost good. Oh, there's more coming out. And it's just a little, like, nest, a little, like, warren for the bloopies. Huh. Well, this is cool. Oh, there's more. Ooh. Ooh, where should I go? I think we'll go up here first. I think I saw... No, there is no paw up here. There we go. That's a much better shot. Ah, look at that. Oh, that's so much better. Bit rude, but hey, it's money. Money is money. See, this is what I wanted more of in the depths, like little like hidden areas here that parallel the surface. So this is awesome. So is this where bloopies like live normally? Question mark. Because I could see that because there's such like high concentrations of them on Satori Mountain whenever Satori's around. I could totally see them like living down here, and then like traveling up to the surface on occasion to like visit the caves and whatnot. And then whenever Satori comes like out, then they have like another opportunity to reach the surface. I don't know, something like that. That could be cool. But yeah, it's just a whole ass warren for them. Was that? There was just something over there. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. There's something blue there. It might have just been a bloopy puffing out, but it looked bigger than their puff out animations. Oh, there's another warren over there. It would be kind of cool because, like, but bullfrogs are one of those things that you can like run out of in your world, because like eventually you've just done all the caves and you've gotten all the bubble gems. I think it'd be cool if they could have like bullfrogs here that like don't drop any bubble gems, but like infinitely spawn. You know, that might be neat. But yeah, there's just a whole ass little burrow for the bloopies down here. Huh. That's cool. That's cool. I approve of this place. This is awesome. This is badass. Okay. It's probably gonna be faster to work with this guy, so we don't have to climb up the whole cliff again. All right. Trying to keep to the high ground a little. Yep, over there. I think that's a marble Goma. Maybe that is just another Queen Gibdo fight. Maybe all three of them are right next to each other, but I'm pretty sure that's the next marble Goma. Actually, kind of weird that we can't see them from over here. I mean, I can't wait till modders like get their hands on this game and they do things like add back in the ancient motorcycle. It'd be so badass. All right, what you got? Traveler Sword. We've already gotten that one. Let me see. I'm pretty sure we have. Yeah, it is another Goma. Okay. Get out of here. All right, let's re-equip our gear. We'll probably need to pop a heal for this one, just for safety's sake. Go ahead and eat. Go ahead and eat the cold attack up, and that because we're never going to use either of those, really, are we? I think that's enough of a heal. And we're going to go here and we're going to desummon. Oh, we're nearly up to 2,000 posts. That's cool. I'm going to desummon everyone but Yenabo. Just in case. Okay, so there's a few things that I want to try in this fight. There's a couple things that I know work, and there's a couple things that I don't know if they work, but I would like to try out. Because when we did this fight originally, it wasn't like that bad. It was pretty simple. But then, like when we rematched him in the depths, it was like super duper hard, like unbelievably difficult. And I had no idea like why, like what happened, or it's like Jesus, where's this like difficulty spike like coming from? And well, for one thing, it was because like I think we were fighting like the tier 5 version in the depths. We were fighting a much like harder version of the fight. But then for like another thing, I have learned a couple of tips and tricks to make this fight like a little bit easier that we are going to try and implement. And I've also come up with a few like strats of my own that I don't know for a fact if they work, but I'm sure that they would work. And so we're going to try a couple of them out. There's also another character with a spear here. This could be the Gerudo spear. Or is that a claymore? That's a claymore. Never mind. Might as well get rid of it. Because he's not going to aggro until we're actually like in the circle. Soldier's claymore. I think we've gotten that one before, right? Yeah, we have. Doesn't super matter. Okay. He is getting pissed. Alright, so there's a couple things that I want to try. Alright, first things first. First thing that I want to try. I have no idea if this works or not. It doesn't work. Okay. Because the thing is, you couldn't even use the bloody bomb arrows in the original fight because it was in the volcano core, and so you couldn't like do that. Next thing I want to try is this. Yeah, that works. I expected that to work, using bullet time to hit him. Would have been nicer to like get more hits in while doing that, but sure, whatever. Oh, geez. I'm running out of like shitty bows. All my bows are like pretty good, actually. All right. So those are the two things that I came up with that I wanted to test. There are a couple of other things that are worth giving a shot that I know work. This is the first one. That blows him up and deals damage to him. Here's the other thing that I know works now is I can use Ascension on his body to get up on top of him and attack him with a melee weapon. Which actually, you know, I'll use the sledge a little bit. We're going to switch actually to the Master Sword here in a minute. All right, we're gonna put something on the Master Sword for the rest of this fight. Then I think attack power, because I waited for it to recharge anyway, so I might as well. What should we use? I guess we'll do. I do need to save them up a little bit. You know what? Stalnox Horn. I think we got enough of those. It's not like super high damage, but it'll work. And this is just, it's not necessarily faster than using Yanobo to blow up his legs, this method, but it does, like, save arrows, certainly. I'm pretty sure, and I don't know if you can actually, like, climb on his body or not. I don't know if you can do that, because with the Talismans you can. And you can ascend through the Talismans, so I'd assume that, like, this would be, like, counted as, like, the same thing for, like, that kind of shit, but I don't know for a fact. And now throwing his own projectiles back at him is pretty good too, but like also the ring attack. Oh, you might actually not do the ring attack. Because I attacked him there. Okay, yeah, the ring attack. Or can you not? Yeah, you can also just use the ring attack to get rid of these guys and get out from underneath them a little bit quicker. You also don't have to rewind his attacks back at him in order to make him explode. You don't actually have to rewind them. You can just ascend him while he's standing. But he also has this like belly slam attack when he's standing that can like deal like a decent bit of damage if you don't like deal it. Ooh, can I get him before he knocks me off? Oh, hell yeah. He's freaking out there. All right. That second Goma rematch down. Only one more Goma. One more Goma and one more Gibdo. Although the one Goma is like on the complete opposite side of the map. I can't remember where the one more Gibdo is. Okay. I might actually, because I don't really have anything good to put that on right now. Should we give Mineru another boss thing? Or actually, ooh, wait, no. I might have something to put that on. Hold on. I think that this will do more. a little more, I think. It was 80 something, and we got another 80 something, so that probably wasn't worth it. We probably should have just given it to Mineru. Sorry. That would have been cool, having you have 2 boss drops, but whatever. I'll grab you first. I was going to go for the Poe, but like I'd forget about the chest if I did that. I know I would. Another huge crystallized charge. And I think, actually, that should be enough to max out our battery, I think. We'll kill more bosses here anyway, just in case. But I think that's enough to get max bat, which is pretty freaking good. Not gonna lie. Okay. Now where should I go? I don't know. Because I think, theoretically, we could, like... Because this is all, like, a downhill slope. We could, like, teleport to this shrine, take out this Franx, I think it is, and then we could glide down to take out whatever that is, and then glide down to the YIGA camp. And then we could warp or glide down to get to that one, which I think that one's a Talos. I think that might be the smart thing to do next. Okay, we'll go do that. There's actually a lot of shit that I missed while doing the Depths in the Gerudo Desert. And it's weird because it's just like a flat land. You'd think I would be able to see most of them. But, like, I guess the render distance is just not very good on them. Because, like, with the other regions, I could very, like, clearly see from the terrain, like, oh, that's stylized like a Franx arena. Oh, that's stylized like a Flux Construct arena. And I still missed a lot of them. Don't get me wrong. I did not do a great job. But, you know, it was still in a situation where it's like I could kind of tell, you know? And actually, we might, like... No, we'll go for those later. Since it's so high up, we'll go for those when we go for that YIGA camp. Why'd I bother doing that? I can just change the pin to 1. Because I'm avoiding changing the weapon pins, but I don't need to do that for the boss fight pins. And also, we can actually take a better look now at what exactly is up with Mount Agate in the depths. Does it just lead to, like, a flat wall? Or is there, like, a big hole that it doesn't let you go in? Because I can see them doing either. I think that is a Franx. Yeah, that is a Franx arena. So we'll get out one of our better sledges. I guess we could probably just aim for that tree because it's so, like, right in our way. Although I did kind of realize that, I guess, the Hinox is. The problem is, like, on the surface you can get lots of, like, bows, like, decently quickly and decently, like, easily from boss fights because of the Lionels and Hinoxes. But there's, like, less Hinoxes in the depths, at least, like, that we've encountered so far, and so you don't get restocks for them very much. And for, like, the Franxes and Taloses that you mostly encounter, they just drop... I guess the Franxes drop materials that you can use to build a hammer at any time, but the Talos is, like, a one-time use thing, and the boss drops are all, like, one-time use things. And so it's, like, for melee weapons, and so actually getting, like, some sort of, like, bow upgrade isn't really possible. Well, you know, Muktarok drops a bunch of Octorok parts, but, you know, like, with, like, the homing qualities of, like, eyeball arrows, they could have, like, really, like, hammered in on that and just gave him, like, a new kind of eyeball he could drop that would, like, add homing and extra damage to your arrow. That might have been cool. It is so weird that he's, like, the one boss that, like, has nothing special for killing him. Everything else is, like, a boss drop that you have to, like, use. You have to, like, fuse to a weapon right then and there in order to, like, get anything out of it. But not him. See, these guys are kind of, like, nasty to climb. But it's nice having the height for the fight. You gotta fight for your right. Party. So I asked, where the hell did he go? Because I thought he walked off, like, between that tree and that ore deposit. I thought that he, like, ran off in that direction. And so I was like, where the hell is he? Alright, he's seen me. See, we're under 200 arrows now. That's not very good. We were doing so well on arrows for such a long time, and now we're just running out of them. Alright, come, big guy. Launch me. Oh, can I actually hit him? No. Ah, damn it, I'm gonna land. Ah, shit. Alright. You can drop, like, a bomb when they do this to, like, stun them, but, like... Oh, come on, that totally hit him. There we go. My aim is not great. But even still, there's some points where I think that totally hit. Come on, I can do it, 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 I can do it! Ah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's the ore deposit. I guess we'll get the ore deposit over here. I just need to remember not to forget the little ones that are over there. Where's my shit hammer? There you are. It would actually be funny. It wouldn't make much sense because you can't use them for like Zonai builds or anything. But it'd be funny if you could like fuse an ore deposit to Minerio just to give her a big ass club. That'd be hilarious. I don't think that really like meshes with how the rest of the game is set up, but it would be cool. Again, Monster Camp very close to the Franks, which makes me think that maybe the Franks don't eat monsters, but I don't know. I'm sure someone's tested that by this point of just bringing a monster to a Franks and seeing what happens. Where even my Franks? They're there. Okay, blue next. Which might actually be a bit uphill from this, so we're still going to have to do some kind of climb, but it shouldn't be that bad. And let's see. This one, I have no idea what it could be. I've already forgotten which one was the YIGA hideout. I think the YIGA hideout was there. This could be another Franks. I'm assuming this is going to be a Talus or a Hinox, because that looks like a bit too, like, with too much overhang. Probably a Battle Talus with a little overhang. I'm gonna guess that. That's a suspicious rock next to that little thing, but it's just a rock. Huh. It's a little strange, but okay. Alright, let's get it. Thing is, I'm assuming that the boss is below the vines. We might as well drop in from above. Or maybe not. There's some flat ground up here. Oh yeah, it is a Talos, not a Battle Talos, but it is a Talos. Back to you.
Oh, Sunday 11. Okay.
Come on, big guy. I think that is just a regular... Yeah, it is just a regular stone, too. Noticeably less health than the other ones. It's actually interesting. It's like, I didn't know if I was just, like, being stupid while using it and not paying attention or anything like that. But apparently, the Champion's Tunic does not display enemy health anymore. It used to like display like the actual like numerical value of how much health that they have, but now it doesn't, which is a little wild. Manure for a little bit of a stroll here. You probably would have been faster to just run and take the damage, actually. Right. Maybe we'll go for that one statue guy, because we're going to have to climb this damn thing anyway. Yeah, probably. Malabud, my favorite. There's Malabud. My boy. Ooh. Can I ascend here? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, it's right there. You might as well go check out what's at it. Maybe we'll do the other 3 while we're in the area too. It's a bit off course, but whatever. Oh, it is a spear. I don't think it's the one. Oh, maybe it is. Doesn't look like a Gerudo spear to me, but maybe that's just the lighting. I don't recognize the tip though. Yeah, it is just a soldier's spear. Okay. Which what we got? We already got one of these. Okay. So should we go check out the other ones right now? You know what? We might as well. We'll go swing down to U3. Because then maybe we can just clear out all of the spears, and then we can check out that YIGA hideout while we're passing it by, and then we just warp back to that shrine to go down for these guys. I think that would be the smart decision. Just so we don't have to do as much climbing. And maybe we'll be lucky. Maybe the next one will be the right one. You can even see the YIGA hideout from here. It is weird how like some things feel like so much further away than they actually are in this game. And what actually triggers more pose to spawn? I imagine it has to be tied to a blending, because if it's just like loading, like something like a barrel is loading in the zone, then that would be very easy to cheese. But I mentioned before how I think it would be like super cool if like they were somehow tied to enemy kills. Like the more enemies that you kill, the more pose would appear in the depths. I thought that would be super cool. I don't think that's how that they work, but it would be cool. Oh, that's another soldier, isn't it? Yeah, it's just another soldiers. Damn. Damn. Damn it. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. That's too high to ascend, right? Yeah, that's way too high. I think we could probably use that as a resting point, though. I think. This might have been a smart point to use the air balloon, but I think we can rest on this guy. It'll make climbing up the rest of the way a little bit easier. Yeah, look, it's kind of like it leads like straight up. Or no, it doesn't really. I think it goes back down. Actually, that's a gloom route up there. Damn it! I was too greedy. Should I go again? I'm gonna go again. It's probably not a bad. It's probably not a smart idea, but I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna try it again. I think I'll aim for the wall instead of trying to climb up to the top this time. I think that would go better. Trying to wedge myself in between these two. All right, can I recharge here? Hell yeah! This is what I should have done in the first place. Because now I should have the energy to just spam jump up on top of this guy. Hell yeah! But now we need to get up there, which you can't super do because there's all the gloom there. I should have just climbed up from here instead. Come on, let's go. All right, there's a monster camp up there. Monster go over there. That one's a little bit of a bigger stack, but I don't think that it's a triple stack. There is one thing I marked on the map that looked like it could have been a triple stack, but I don't think it was, because it had a spawn point for a spear, I think, but not for a sword. And I was expected a spawn point for like all three if that was the case. think it's just another soldier spear. I think we're unlucky again. Yeah, it's just another soldier spear. Damn it. God damn. God damn. Very, very shit luck. Very shit luck. Good great luck for the claymore. Now we're gonna have shitty luck for the spears. Oh, I can see that. I can actually see it though. I can see where the pile is. So that's a good start. So that would have been a good place for a talus. It's like pit area. Have one in like the bottom down there. That'd been cool. But no. But no. The fractured but whole. Oh, that looks promising. That looks like a Gerudo spear to me. That. Till you can stop. That looks like a Gerudo spear to me. Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. Gerudo spear star. The spear was used widely by the Gerudo soldiers. Attaching material greatly enhances the material's power, but doesn't add as much durability. Okay. I don't think there's anything I want to trade for that. No, I think I'm good on weapons, but hell yeah, I'll make it despawn anyway, just in case like a Royal Guard spear or something can appear here. But very good. Very good. Okay, so now I think I can just go ahead and get rid of all my cooking pots on the map. Because that's all I marked off. I think that the YIGA blades can also spawn down here, but we're not going after them right now. So it would be smart to go by these and clean them out, but I'm not going to. Oh, look, even that just cleans up the map so much more. See, look at that. Why do I have a crystal there? I don't remember putting that down. Oh well. That's a problem for future me to figure out. What all my miscellaneous markers in like the middle of nowhere mean. The world may never know. Where's my YIGA? Probably I shouldn't have dyed so much shit red, because now I can't find the YIGA set. Alright. I like the positioning of this one. It's in quite a nice place. I'm Master Koga, and I approve of the YIGA placement. Yeah, I'm secretly actually Master Koga. When I killed him, I became him. I came Master Koga. Mineru, how'd you get in here so fast? What the heck? Look at him, he's got a little bike, dude! Oh, I think that's the same one that was like before. It's just, I think it had like a flame emitter on the front instead of like a shock emitter. I'm a terrible shot. What the heck? Oh, I thought he was actually coming to attack me there for a second. I don't think he is. He's so fast. There we go. 2 bananas. Right. Large crystallized charge. Use schematic. And what do we got? Riding plane. Oh, so it's kind of like the fan plane, but you got the control stick to actually move it, and then the battery to ensure that you last a little longer. So I guess that's nice. I feel like, I don't know, because the problem with the fan plane is you can't control it. The problem with the problem with the fan plane is you can't control it and it doesn't get off the ground. The problem with the rocket plane is like once it gets off the ground, it's kind of up to its own devices to actually move. For this guy, yeah, you can control it and it can move, but it still has a problem that it can't get liftoff. But whatever. They're mostly inspirations for your own designs anyway. Come on. Bust it. Busting makes me feel good. Actually, we did manage to get up to 300 and a half arrows. You might actually be able to max out arrows too if I stopped spending them on things. Like theoretically, I don't think we ever will, especially because we're back under 200 now. But I've seen some people like max out inventories, and I always thought, oh man, that's so impossible. Oh well, here's this isn't even the liftoff plane. They have the rockets attached to a different place, huh? A little odd. Okay. There's so many devices and all these stashes, but there's never like quite what you need to build what you want. Okay. Well, let's see what their notes say. Their little lore. Oh, there's my arrows. Any of those others? They should be laying on the ground somewhere, but I don't see them. Oh well. I saw a horrifying creature yesterday. At first, I thought it was just someone in the distance, but then I realized they were glowing. I panicked and went to tell someone, but I couldn't find a blade master to report to. There was a note saying they were all sick with stomach aches. I wonder if they got hungry enough to eat the deep fireflies. Glory to Master Koga. Okay. A glowing monster in the distance. I mean, that could be a hint that you use the deep fireflies to get the glowing effect, and so that you glow. Like it wasn't a monster; it was his friends that ate the fireflies and got stomach aches. You know, that could be all that's saying. But like, I still find that weird. Because what monster really glows? The frogs have a glowing eye, but I wouldn't call their body glowing. The monsters all have gloom around them that glows, but you think they would have noticed that sooner? Some flux construct, maybe? Maybe that's what he's talking about? I don't know. And yellow is our next heading. Ooh, there's another stash over there that's probably doesn't have anything we need. I'll put you back on while we're roaming in the gloom a little bit. It says another tall one, but I don't think it's necessarily a big one because it's not that wide. Or it's wider than most, but it's not wide enough to hold 3 people. The Knight's Claymore, is that what that is? Do we have that one? Soldier's Claymore. We have Soldier's Claymore. Yeah, we do. Okay. Boop. And we can probably use this mushroom to get up to this arena quicker. Or there's also that little Zonai stash over there. I think that's too high to just straight up ascend to. I think these the ones that have the bombs underneath them. Yeah. The different kinds of trees have different like materials underneath them, but I can never remember which is which. No. Because this is too high to ascend, yeah. I mean, theoretically, I could use the zonite I just picked up to build the scaffolding and ascend, but... What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, I was gonna say, weird that like the ascension point looked like it was in the middle of like the lump, which is usually like the one place it doesn't let you ascend. But yeah, these are the ones with the more funky patterns. Oh no, it's not in the center of the lump because the lumps have a hole in the middle. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. All right, what are we finding? What do we got? What are we up against? Oh, it's Hinox. What kind of Hinox is that? It's Black Hinox. Okay, so don't whistle at the Hinox, Link. Well, I'm gonna wake him up. This whole area is actually still dark. I want to see what exactly is covering up to keep it shaded, but it's another area where like the light hasn't really returned. It's a monster camp. I was going to go for those posts, but there's a monster camp over there. It's actually pretty far because there's that we did just get that YIGA note today of like, oh, they aren't sleeping except for the Hinox. But that's pretty far away from this guy, so I don't know if that was talking about this guy or not. It's like I guess like a little bit away, but. Oh, damn, I'm right in between the shin guards. I'm going to accidentally hit them. No? Okay, we're fine. You bow. Read you. No, read you. No, read you. Read you. No. Alright, let's the Black Hinox down. Off to green. I guess we can grab those pose before we continue. And I don't know if green is uphill or downhill from here, actually. I assumed it was downhill. Yeah, it is. This cliff is just kind of like in the way of it. Okay. So we should probably just go around the cliff and not climb it. I think it's going to be the smartest. I wasn't even wearing my attack up armor for that. That's why it took a while to die. I was wondering, it's like, oh, that felt harder than the last Black Hinox. We managed to one-cycle like the last one. Oh, this is a YIGA hut. Put on my digs. You dig? Ooh, this one's like completely surrounded by the freaking gloom vines. It's like entangled. Not in the Disney way. Was that funny? Was that a funny joke I just made? Did that make anyone laugh? Did anyone enjoy that? Was that successful for humor? Am I gonna win any awards? I almost said rewards, but I mean, I guess what is an award if not a reward? All right. This one might be a bit tricky to scale. It's not one of the pillar guys. That pillar's closer, and we can actually land on that platform, but it's also completely covered in gloom. So I think I'm going to aim for this guy. I do wonder, like, how much, because the YIGAs seem to either don't get that the monsters are working for Ganon, or they don't see the irony in the monsters trying to kill them when the monsters work for Ganon. I'm not sure which it really is. But they don't really seem to comment much on the gloom. Originally, I was going to use a homing arrow there, but I think it's actually probably going to be better to just descend off of this place and use bullet time. Okay, what's the note say? The survey team sent to map the depths has noticed an anomaly. Some terrain resembles locations on the surface. It's not a perfect match, however. Further investigation is needed to determine if there's a pattern. Glory to Master Koga. I usually like grabbing these last because we can kind of sail off, but I'm going to use bullet time for this guy anyway. I think his fan plane actually landed on the platform where you build fan planes. That's kind of funny. All right. 20 charges. YIGA schematic. Smoke rocket. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It's a time bomb. Okay. Rocket to move, time bomb to set like the timer for it going off, and then the puff shroom to like attack the enemies. I'll be honest, I don't see entirely the point in that because I feel like with an arrow, that would be cheaper and you could get the same effect essentially, but sure. Okay, that fan plane sounded like it did. Yeah, it did. It just landed by the other fan planes. That is hilarious. I don't think his loot did, though. I think his loot is long gone. I was going to say, should we launch off this flame plane to get to pink? But no, that's actually... Well... There'd be too many like trees and shit to dodge, but we can try it, I guess. Use freaking his pre-made fan plane. This one's kind of in the way a bit. And the YIGA must be kind of like strong though if they're like moving all this shit around without the ultra hand. Oh wait, hold on. What was that? I thought it was something that you could pick up on the floor there, and it looked like a chica nut. And I was like, "There's no way there'd be a nut here. That's weird. Why would that happen?" But it looked a lot like a nut. Wow, your guys' runway is shit. Well, I tried. But yeah, I wonder if the YIGA have like realized that the gloom is tied to Ganon or not. But this shit that's like killing them is like what the Demon King they're praising is actually like making. Because there are a lot of moments like that where it feels like, as like an audience, it's obvious to us that like, oh yeah, Ganondorf is related to Calamity Ganon somehow, But like nobody in the series like ever like really brings that up or mentions that, and that could just be because like they just have not figured that out yet. That they just have not like even remotely made that connection. It would have been faster to just climb up the normal way, I think. In the grand scheme of things. It's cool that the glowing hand like pops up like even through the YIGA outfit. That's interesting. Alright, what's down here? There's some kind of boss fight down here, and it is just a sheer flat wall where Mount Agate should be. I was kind of hoping there'd be like a chasm, and it would say like, "Oh, you can't go further," but you could like peer in, and you could see just like pure darkness. I mean, I thought maybe there was a cave behind that monster camp back there, but no, it's just a wall where Mount Agate should be. Is that a frost talos? I think that's a frost talos. I guess that actually does make sense because we're underneath bloody the Highlands, and most of the other frost talos were underneath Hebra, so I guess that does track. But still, wasn't expecting that. But yeah, it's just a big ass wall, very imposing. Oh, this is going to break. Okay. Can I get out another one and get more hits in? The frost like stunned it, and then me. Oh, I was supposed to say me also attacking it stunned it a bit there, but no. It stunned it from the frost, which gave me like more time to attack. All right, big guy. Toss an arm. I thought we were done with the elemental talus in the depths. Come on, throw one. Might actually be like kind of cool if there was an Igneo talus underneath Gerudo, because there's no talus in the actual Gerudo desert, and so that could be like a good like excuse to put one in, of like having a frost one under the Highlands. You could like maybe put like an Igneo one under the desert this time. Doesn't super track, but there's a logic there that they could be going off of. So there's another like plinth over there. Maybe we should check that one out. It's probably not going to have anything new. Another diamond from that guy, so that's cool. Because I don't think the Igneo and Frost are all... They have like similar health pools to the rare, but I don't think they're always... I mean, this isn't really what I wanted to put on the boomerang, but since we're like running low on Talus weapons, I might as well. I don't super want to do that, but I'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, just take a... First, let me see if there's any more gems. Oh, not really. And there's an opal in front of me on the way to the... Yeah, just look at that. That's fucking freaky. It's very gamey, though. Like, That does feel like the border of a video game. Most of the borders here feel very natural. That's like, okay, yeah, we're in a video game. But it's also a little spooky and liminal in a way. It's like, yeah, you're just completely boxed in this zone. Ooh. Hello. Royal Guard Spear. Oh, that means that we've already gotten a broken one. I couldn't remember if we had or not. Royal Guard Spear. Star. Ooh! The Sheikah-made spear was created using ancient technology. It has poor durability, but the magic it contains yields massive destructive power just before it breaks. Oh, hell yeah. That's cool. Oh, I should have... Now I want the heart on that, even though it's gonna like last like one fight, like no matter what. But still, sweet. I like because I couldn't remember what royal weapons we had broken or not, and I wasn't sure when I wanted to go back to the castle because I didn't know if I wanted to add them to the loot pools. But there we go. There's another one. I think actually. Okay. We don't have any more depth spears to get, but we do still need the mighty Zonite spear. Somehow we never took a picture of that, even though we've had like 30 of them. We need the gloom spear, which I think that we did have like the other night, and I accidentally broke it. So oops. And we need just the basic wooden spear, which I guess that was just so early game. Oh, food's here. That was just so early game that we never did it. Well, actually, no. Actually, looking at the map, they just called for lunch. Looking at the map here, we did do all of the Gerudo Highlands by the look of things. The only bosses left are in the Gerudo Desert. So that might be a good point to actually stop. I think next time we aren't going to continue in the depths. I think next time we're going to do surface and continue the Korok hunt. But even still, hell yeah. I think we'll call it there for now. Thanks for tuning in, and bye-bye.